All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Tom, you want to bring us in?
No.
You never want to bring us in.
What's up, guys? I brought us in earlier.
You did. You did a whole podcast with them. I'm very proud of you. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dirt Drive Podcast. We are still out here in Hammertown for one last full day. We leave tomorrow. You guys leave, you said Monday, Tuesday?
We're going to leave Sunday morning.
Sunday morning?
Yes,
Ooh.
early Sunday.
So you get Hammertown traffic?
Hopefully we get out of here early enough, like 4, 5 to beat that.
Early.
Yeah, real early.
Okay.
We messed up in 24 and we sat there for like 3 hours, so that was
we're doing the grid walk. Oh, sorry, first introduce yourselves before we get into it. We're old friends.
Well, my name's Payton Dumford. I'm also known as Dirt Princess, and then these are my 2 cars I have.
And I'm the dad and the one that pays for everything. I'm Jarrell.
Dirt, if you guys have been with the podcast, we've been a big fan of Payton and Jarrell for a long time. We met them through Cameron Schooley at Famous Reading 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was 3 years ago for the Ultra 4 race there.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Actually, it might have been more than that.
I know, I can't believe that was 3 years ago. But ever since then, I've been a big fan, trying to follow you guys as much as I can. You guys got a cool program. But yeah, if you guys remember, we interviewed them back then, back in our early days.
I was in the hospital when Tommy was being born, so I wasn't there.
Yep, that was exactly.
It was literally that weekend, yeah.
And like Tom's like, my wife's going to labor, I can't go to the race. All right, I'll camp with George.
Yep.
But yeah, so finally hooking back up out here at Hammertown, and your program has developed a little bit since then.
Just a little bit, you know. Different car, I'm pretty sure. I think we had the XP 1000.
Yep, we had the XP. So now we got 2 Turbo S's, and one we're going to use for more desert stuff, and then this one, of course, we raced yesterday, and that'll be for Ultra 4 and more endurance racing stuff.
Yeah. Okay, you guys do the like the 12-hour endurance races and all that stuff.
That's more of our plan this year, is to do the 12-hour in Oklahoma at the Old Mid-America, and then the 24-hour in Pennsylvania, and then possibly Vegas to Reno.
24 hours.
And so 24 hours is the same place we met originally. It'll be up there in Famous Reading. So there's going to be 24 hours straight of racing. So we're looking to put another female team together. We did the 12-hour last year with 2 girls. That's where we came out as the Feral Princess. Okay. And so there was the 2 of the girls. Yep, I think they ended up finishing 5th or 4th overall. So not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's cool. I didn't know that race, that was a race.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a race at all. So do you guys do a lot of it? I guess the endurance stuff is pretty big for you guys now.
Yeah, I would say so. I think I like to do that. I enjoy it more because it's more of a strategy, and it's just a lot longer of a race.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, the short course stuff is more about who has the biggest pockets, whereas the endurance racing is more of who can keep their car together, strategy. How are you going to have enough parts? How are you going to make sure you're driving conservatively but also fast enough to still hopefully get to the top?
Have you guys ever entertained putting tags on the cars and doing like one of those 24 hours of Appalachia events?
We've talked about it. Ohio's kind of weird with the whole tagging of vehicles, so we haven't figured that out yet, but hopefully one day.
Because I know West Virginia just did it and Kentucky just did it. And Ohio is in that Appalachian offroad triangle, and I know BOA is advocating a lot for that area. So
yeah,
cool
my brother, he does Rock River Adventures, or I think that's what it's called. He did it in his Jeep buggy.
Okay.
He said it was really cold. They weren't planning for all the rain and all the cold, but they made it after freezing to death, but it was a good time, he said.
Yeah, you side-by-side guys are wild.
Yeah.
Every time we do it, it's in like the one
March,
we did was in
snows.
March, snow. It's just blasting through rain, snow, rivers, and just these guys are covered.
The last one we did, after going through like the snowbanks and the freezing rain, stopped for fuel, and we couldn't push the buttons on the JK to open the doors.
Yep.
There were 3 of us piled into my JK, and we only had 1 door that actually worked. It was pretty rough.
So how do these how do these 24-hour style races work? Because I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. Like, how does that go, and how do you guys approach that?
So those races, it's not like your normal ones. However, like whoever gets the farthest as many laps, you win. You have to race for the 12 hours or the 24 hours to be declared the winner. So really it is a big strategy game. You can't just go full send first couple miles and then just wait it out. You have to drive that whole time. So it's really a game on, do you save the car? Got to save the car till the very last second, and then pick it up.
Is it whatever team completes the most laps in that time frame?
Yeah, so most laps in that 24 hours, that wins it.
Yeah.
But again, it used to be where you actually had to finish the race. So you could be leading, and if you didn't cross the finish line after the time frame, you didn't get a finish. So that happened to us the very first time. We pulled off because the car was hurt, and just figured we'd still get a finish. Well, they said, no, you didn't get a finish. You didn't cross the finish line. And I said, we did cross the finish line like 10 minutes ago. They said, no, it was before the time frame.
Yeah, if we would have sat up the top of the hill for that 10 minutes, we would have been declared a finisher.
So you just sit there and wait and then cross the finish line.
If we would have done that,
If we would have done that.
Are you guys able to change drivers and rotate?
Yep,
Yes.
So you can have up to 4 drivers and 4 co-drivers, and you can swap off however much you want, or you can try Ironmaning it. There's a guy that does it, Glenn. He's Ironmaned it a few times, and he's fast and able to keep his car together. He has a nice crew, nice program, and he just does it.
Heck yeah.
That sounds miserable.
It does sound miserable. It sounds like a lot of fun, but it sounds miserable.
When it was miserable was Texas in 24. I went and drove for another team. It was all girl team. They had 2 cars racing, and it was cold. You'd think Texas would be warm. Not in December. It was cold. It started raining. Then it was muddy. And the cars, by the end of the race, had so much mud, I think they dropped 6 inches in ride height.
Jesus.
That's a lot of mud.
That's a lot of mud.
And I think we were in the car together for about 7.5 hours. So it was a long
You
day.
put like a windshield on for all that, or
No, because we couldn't.
Why?
Everything, there was so much mud.
You wouldn't have been
couldn't
able
do
to
it.
see.
Yeah.
wipers?
Yeah. That'd have been nice.
Side by sides aren't that bougie, but
Yeah, I mean, I've been walking around the Can-Am booth. They're bougie.
They are
They
bougie.
are.
They are.
Hilarious. Yeah.
They do get quite
AC,
bougie. Yeah.
You go
Yep.
to Overland Expo, they got rooftop tents.
Exactly. Not race cars, though. Race cars don't need windows.
Race cars are much cooler.
Yeah, they are.
So tell me, how do you guys even approach prepping a car to come out here and do this? Nonetheless, like a pre-runner and then an actual race car.
That's a good question. It's kind of me and Dad have slowly learned a lot of stuff on them through friends and people who have already had them, other racers. A lot of times it's YouTube, but we kind of just approach it as we go.
Slowly, we're getting lists together for prep lists, so that way we know we can check everything off. Actually, this car behind us is a ground-up build. So she got first place at Crandon last year and completely destroyed the frame, the transmission. And so, fortunately, some of our good partners, like CW Motorsports, they hooked us up with a transmission. All Things UTV got us an engine. And then Cam's Motorsports built us the chassis. It's still a stock chassis. They just beefed it up. And so we literally built it from the ground up.
Yeah.
Everything on it except for the suspension is new. And so it was definitely an undertaking.
Really confusing.
Yes, very confusing. And we thought we had a lot of time, but we built the other car for SEMA. Right before it, so that took up all the extra time that we thought we had.
Four-wheel drive?
It does have
It
four-wheel
does.
drive.
Not a SEMA build.
It does have a drive shaft.
It's a side by side though. I don't think it counts.
It still counts.
Yeah, it still counts. But it was kind of cool getting the first time to be out at SEMA, and actually we got some attention at SEMA, made it on some of their highlight reels,
Yeah.
so that was kind of cool. And the wraps on both the cars were done by Barrett Hepburn Designs. He does a killer job on wraps, and it's fun working with him. He does.
Your wraps are definitely gnarly.
Yeah.
It's easy to pick you out. You guys were going through staging yesterday. I saw the cage, and I'm like, I'm gonna get some nucks as I go through because you guys are just so easy to find. And
Yep.
that's really awesome.
And that's one of the things, for our partners, we want to try being noticeable. I mean, a lot we've had some race teams tell us, you just need to tone down the wraps and things.
Not at all.
And since we've been going louder and louder, it's been getting more and more attention, and that's a good thing. That helps out with our partners because without them, we couldn't do this.
You guys need to go holographic on the race car too.
When you guys want to go ahead and sponsor the additional part,
That's a little expensive there.
You
the
guys,
holographic is
Tim's the one with all the money.
not
it gets
at
a
all.
little more expensive, so we did it for the SEMA build just because we were going to SEMA. But it definitely stands out.
Do you guys take the SEMA build out and beat it on it at all?
Not yet. It needs a little bit more like actual prep work before it's ready. Like we got the car from Lauren Healy at Crandon, brought it home. I just dismantled everything to paint it basically, and then stuck a wrap on it and took it out there. So
That's perfect SEMA build.
Yeah. I mean, we were supposed to take this car, but because it got beat, that was never going to happen.
Throw the wheels off of it.
Yeah, I mean, literally the
no,
front
the wheels were
A-arms-
still on it.
Yeah,
Drove everything out of it.
Everything-
It is a UTV. The wheels do fall off.
yeah.
So is the front end.
We were sitting in the pits yesterday, and I don't know who it was, but a car literally came into the pit dragging the rear control out because the wheel was off. He was just getting into the pit, and
That's because they weren't using Bullite wheels. Bullite wheels are tough. They're forged. Actually, a couple of last year, 2 years ago,
No, I think it was before it came. So maybe in 23.
they had one of their drivers go 30 plus miles on just rim.
It didn't break. It
didn't
became
break.
a square.
It was square. He still made it, and so that's why we run them because they're tough. So
Especially, and also can't forget about MRT tires. Those are great tires. I've never had any issues. And then we also just started running tire spines, which are a run flat insert.
those are awesome.
Those are awesome. Like at the 12-hour, I was running them, and I didn't even know I had a flat or they were low until we got into pits. And they're like, looks a little flat. You want to change it? I was like, sure. I didn't know it was there.
Took it off, found a big ass cut in the tire, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
Yeah, there was
doing its job.
They work. I mean, even I think yesterday, Cody with CW, it was funny. They said that he had a flat, well, two flats. So he swapped one tire on, kept driving the other one on the spine until it was gone. Then he put his other flat back on and
drove.
finished the race with two flats because they
What
work.
you gotta do?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Just looking at these things. These things are so spaceships. So you're racing like these are so cool. We were over in the booth yesterday and just looking at these things.
Are they considered like a stock?
Yeah,
a stock
both-
turbo.
both of them are still stock cars.
Okay.
Yep. They're still stock Turbo S's. They fit in stock class rules. They've progressed a little bit from the first time.
So you guys are racing with the big boys now too. You've graduated out of the youth class. You're racing in the stock class now, right?
Yes. Well, here at King of the Hammers, I did Sportsman, which has the same course as 4600. So you get to bypass,
Sleds, jack.
and then top at outer limits, but they give that to everyone.
Yeah.
And then Thor's Hammer, and there was something else. I think there was 4 in total bypasses, but for the rest of the year, I'll be in a stock class for everything else.
That's awesome. How big of a change is that coming from like a youth program?
Not that big of a change for me because when I started out, I was in stock class because they had no youth class, and then I went into open, and then I only went into youth to help grow the class because we've been trying to get one with Dave. So I went into the class for 2 years and then decided I was kind of tired of getting basically 170 courses because they wouldn't give us any hard rocks. So that's why we switched up this year.
Heck yeah. Do you have any aspirations of going into the 48 or 44 classes, moving up to like a full-size car?
Full-size card would be nice. I would love if they made a 2-seater UFO. That would be nice.
Let's say Dad's got a Cherokee.
Yeah.
No,
She doesn't
thank
like
you.
that. She saw the Cherokee
I feel like
race
that's a
and
downgrade.
she
I'm
didn't
good.
want to do that. So
Yeah, you can't get on the top of your boxing class in a Cherokee anymore.
hey, you can. Corey Day does a good job with that Cherokee.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, Cherokees are a little less on the horsepower, even though they got more horsepower.
There was that
Something about leaf springs too.
there was a ZJ out here that was spicy. It's on portals.
Yep.
Thing's ripping.
Yep.
We saw him in town. I'm like, V8? He goes, no, it's still a 4-liter. I was like, really? He goes, it's a little spicy.
Yeah.
And then off the line this morning, I was like, oh, that thing's real spicy
he's
for a
gonna-
4-liter.
He was. I think he was in first in class for a
Was
little
he?
bit. So
Yeah, heck
he was moving.
Yeah, him
It'd
and
be
that,
hard to beat level, but
him and that Sherpa Toyota are gonna put some challenge up for those Broncos.
Yep.
especially when the Broncos keep blowing motors up.
Yeah, Broncos
Yeah.
were sitting in the pits
Sorry,
for
Billy.
like 45 minutes. Or I'm like, oh, see the Jeeps didn't come through and sit in the pits for forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
full racing teams, man. You know.
It's rough to race those full racing teams. So we do it on a low budget, so we don't race full racing teams.
Yeah.
But we have fun doing it.
So your goal is to go straight to 44.
Maybe.
No, we'll have some intermediate
yeah.
stuff. We just won't do stock class probably.
Okay.
So maybe a 48.
Sorry.
48 or 45 maybe.
Yeah.
Fine,
Yeah,
fine.
45. There's not really as many 45s, so I feel like that's kind of a waste.
Well,
so.
they're also 45s are also 44 cars.
They're spaceships.
We were getting at Cowboy Taco.
Yeah.
And we were like, what is this car? Because it's got 2 giant shocks on it.
Yep.
It
looks like a bomber
A
chassis.
full tube chassis, had the cowl of a Jeep and 12 inches of frame rate.
Yep, and that fits the rules. That's
Yeah.
all.
That's so
45.
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy that 48's only stuck with one shock, but 45 can have, I think, hydro steering now and two shocks.
It's a 44 car.
Yeah.
Straight 44
And
car.
yeah, it's crazy what's being built now for Legends class 48 or 45.
I would
to
even
make
argue
it.
though the 48 class is still faster than those
Yeah.
dual shock 45s.
Oh, they are for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean
for
that's
sure.
who just came across the line.
I know. That's my
Yeah.
point.
That's why we were late. It was
Yep.
we were-
No, it's all
we
good.
were heading over here and like we heard Ian say, "Oh, they're coming through the Bronco Arch." We're like, "I'm gonna text him quick." And
Yep,
Yeah.
son and father getting one and two. That's pretty cool.
I threw my media vest on, and Tom forgot his, and I'm like,
I
"I'm gonna
didn't
go
forget it, I
welcome
just-
the driver and the."
Yep,
There you go.
it.
it's awesome.
I was expecting to be half asleep by now. If
What
I
is-
completely asleep.
What does your year look like coming up?
Right after here, we have a local show right by our house. And then the 12-hour that I mentioned before, that's in July at some point. Then the 24-hour, 12 hours in June, 24 hours in July. Vegas Torino's August, and then Nationals in October for Ultra 4.
So how do you make that work with being a 16-year-old and being in school?
I'm homeschooled. And also, I will probably be graduated in March.
Oh, smart
For
kid.
you.
Yeah.
Do you have any aspirations to go to any college or anything?
No, if I would go somewhere, it'd be a trade school for welding. But I
Okay.
would
Heck
love
yeah.
to have one of our friends just teach me, so I didn't have to go to
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
She's all about making that money so she can fund her race
Yeah,
program.
and welding's a good way to do it.
Yeah. There's an absolute need for a welder. So
Yep. Yep.
And the trades are nothing to. I mean, the trades are nothing to look down on. I work in the trades. I was doing sprinkler installation and plan review, and now I'm a project manager. I have no college background, and we're out here making it work out here at Hammers. So
Yep.
it's just because you're not doing it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been told that 1,000 times. But like, that's a big thing. Is my wife went to college. I'm making more money than her, not going to college, and I've got no student debt, and we get to go out and have more fun because I'm not making a car payment on my education.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that way you can fund more race cars because you don't have college programs.
Yeah, we're looking at the race car. Is your XJ for sale?
It is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
There goes the Marine Corps.
The amount of race cars and helicopters. It's been a good week.
It has been a really good week.
There's another one.
Oh, they don't fly alone.
There's a third one.
Probably the third one. Yeah.
They're just out watching the race.
Uh-huh.
They're not-
Oh,
it's
yeah.
burning tax dollars to watch the race.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Hold on.
All right.
That's one way to finish celebrating crossing the finish line, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marine Corps flyover.
Yep. That's a little above my pay grade.
Yeah.
It was really cool during the race. We had a helicopter next to us for a while.
Did you really? Did you get
Yeah.
the big
The
eye?
red
Like,
one? Like coming up, like at the end of lap one, coming up to like the old qualifying,
Yeah.
the end
Yeah.
of the qualifying course.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're camped right up there. I was eating lunch. I'm like, man, that guy is really low, and I kind of like went around the camper next to us, and it was just following a race car, and I was like, oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
lap one's right here.
Did you put the foot down a little heavy when the helicopter was over you?
Yes and no, because it was very dusty and I couldn't see. And
Yeah.
at that point, I've already hit multiple G outs and a couple bushes because I couldn't see. So,
It was very dusty.
like, it was worse than the first year.
We could have used a little bit of rain to knock down some of the dust, but it was a rough course out there this year.
Yeah.
I mean, in our class, in the UTV class, only 26 cars out of 130 finished. So that says how hard this race is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to finish. We were having way too many mechanical issues, and it was already a long day, and it made no sense to make it a longer day and be stuck out there all night.
We hadn't even made it to, we had just entered lap 2 and I think came down some sort of rock trail. So we still had the huge cluster of going around. We got to go around Jack Hammer, but we had everything after that. Chocolate Thunder,
traffic jams.
idle issues, all that stuff to still come through. So
Well, and you're from the East Coast, so you're a rock donkey. Do you how do you gain desert experience out here?
just wing it, basically.
Pre-runner and wing it.
This year we didn't even really pre-run. We made it So course is backwards. So we made it to mile 40, which I think that's 20 miles in maybe.
Yeah.
And I was the car had no power. As soon as you would hit like 40 miles per hour, it would stop. So we
Gotta go with your builder.
So
Exactly.
so we had to limp it back to pits and fix it, and that took about 2 days. So we never made it back out onto course.
Okay.
And then, of course, didn't even make it to the rocks. So
Yeah.
And the rocks is where you shine.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say I would shine because I don't really do a ton of rocks, but I did surprisingly really good for not doing a ton of rocks back home.
And the rocks out here versus home are way different.
yeah.
I mean, as you guys know, this stuff has a little bit more traction than it does,
bit.
but the rocks are also a lot bigger.
And there's a
They're
lot
all
more
further apart.
holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the other reasons we stopped. We lost the lower skid plate, which is right by the gas tank in the drive shaft. So we did.
Mechanical sympathy.
Yeah, we did play a desert turtle for a little bit, and it was right on the gas tank and the drive shaft.
Yeah.
So we decided that it didn't make sense to keep going, and like I said, make the night longer. I mean, we
Yeah.
were able to pick off course and drive back, and not have to be
Yeah.
stuck out there until today, and have the helicopter bring us back
Yeah.
or something like that.
And then also I was facing some sort of steering problem. As soon as we get into the rocks, hit one bounce, it would either shut the car off completely or knock the power steering out, or the steering wheel would just do its own circles and go where it wanted.
Yeah.
Are they electronic power, like electronic?
Yeah, they have
steering?
electric
Yeah.
steering. So, and that was one of the codes we were getting, was something with the electrical system when we were going into limp mode. So I don't know if the steering box is just going bad, and now it's just frying the system,
Yeah.
or causing it to have electrical issues, or what. So we got to go home and tear the car back apart
Yep.
and figure out what
Get
it
ready
is.
for the next one.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Yep.
like, it's not. You guys still had I would say you guys still had a great week because you qualified top of the box, and that's nothing to blink at. That's nothing to shake a stick at. So.
Yep. And I think last time we checked, unofficially, she's third in the
Or
class.
second or
Out of how
they're
many-
it's
how
kind
many
of
cars?
confusing.
There was 6, I think, in the class.
Yeah.
And so we did do the second fastest lap, I believe. So that was pretty good. But I think the second place driver went a little further on lap 3 or lap 2. So that's why.
Did anybody in the class finish?
Only one, Hubert Rollins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
We were talking Hubert earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the only one that finished, and so it's
We
not
tried to
bad.
go find somebody to figure out what actually I got the position. Do I get to be on the podium? Like, does
Yeah.
it get a trophy, or is it just you were the
Yeah.
Yeah.
third person and on the lineup? But
I guess we'll find that out about 4 o'clock when
Yeah.
they do awards.
Oh, is that doing that today?
Yeah, because there were so many penalties from yesterday.
Oh,
They were
no.
going through everything,
Yeah.
trying to figure out who, what, when, and where.
Surprisingly,
People
a lot of people going backwards on course.
backwards
Ooh,
on course, not having proper safety gear in your pits, and short course and stuff. And
Rulebook
so-
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of that.
I feel like that's the easy. I mean, I get how you can screw it up, but that's also the easy
There's
part.
there's a lot of trails out there that are very easy to
Turn
go
around.
wrong on.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that they're all burnt in, and it's not like they're marking turn here. There's
Yeah.
a couple signs. Other than that, it's
You're
just
doing your best to follow your Lowrents as
right,
best you can.
and
You
hopefully
really
they're
don't-
right. And that was the problem. We didn't get to do a lot of pre-running, so we did none of the rock trails, half of the desert.
Yeah.
So we had some of it, but the rest of it we just did blind. Fortunately, we had some people give us some notes, helped us out a little bit, but we were having issues with lead nav. We went through one puck and it wasn't staying on. We put another puck on, it wasn't staying on.
Then somehow the cord that charges it or whatever came undone.
Got ripped off, so then I was just
jeez.
navigating by my phone, and so that was kind of hard to hold a little tiny phone.
Looking at Onyx bouncing on the
Yeah.
trail.
I will say that's the biggest difference from like coming out to the desert and racing than being back home. Because at home, you don't. Yes, you need the GPS, but they still have markings
Yeah,
every so
right.
often and taping, so you can basically, if you don't have it, you can still find your way around.
When there's
Here,
trees to guide you.
Exactly.
here, there's nothing. There's
Yeah.
occasional signs that might let you know, but in the rocks, there's nothing. So
The one day of wheeling we got out with the guys we're camped with, there's a million lines everywhere too.
Yes.
Like,
They're burned in.
Yeah,
like they've
right.
been here for
because
forever.
there is no trail. You can just go wherever you want.
Right.
Like, oh, that looks cool. I'm going over here now. So.
Yep. And that's what makes it hard when you're racing, especially with the RCPs and the VCPs.
Yeah.
You can be going on a trail that is the trail.
Yeah.
But no, they threw it down here. You had to go
Yeah.
into this, hit these 3 rocks down here, and then come back on the road.
Yeah.
And if you're not paying attention, it's too late. And by the time you miss that RCP,
It's not like
you
can.
can't back
Can't
up.
go back
Yeah.
and forth.
Yep.
So you missed it. So now you got hit. I think RCPs were 15 minutes.
I think.
No,
Or-
RCPs are rocks. That was. Oh yeah, you said 15.
Yeah,
sorry.
15 minutes. Or VCP is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Or 5 times the
Yep.
advantage.
but I guess there was enough people that missed too many of them that they just disqualified them. So it was, yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, and how they figure it all out. It's getting better, especially with Starlink.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times in the past you could just cheat, and I was there.
Yeah.
But now
If you're not cheating,
they're
you're not
Starlink.
racing.
Exactly. Now you have Starlink, you can't really hide what you did.
Do you guys
So-
run a Starlink and Encam?
Yep, we did. We had the
Yes.
Gearshift garage cameras
Okay.
on the car and Starlink. And that was working great. I was texting and driving the whole time. People were like, how's he texting this much? Because I had my phone. That's all I had. And it worked out nice until we were having power issues.
That was draining the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to swap it on and off, communicate and then turn it off and then turn it back on.
We were talking to someone about that, but
The
about
Starlinks draw a lot of power.
we were talking to Kevin Jones
Yeah.
about it because they run a Starlink, they run in-cam and like multiple cameras in the car. They've got a wet sound speaker
Yeah, they
that
got-
they play music on.
Yep.
They're like, there's so much
The air pumper.
There's so much electrical load on this car that we need to almost run 2 alternators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, of course, with these, we don't have alternators. We just have little stators
Oh, shit, I
that
didn't
puts
know
out like 900 watts, but it's really not putting out anything unless you're on the throttle.
Yeah.
So then when you're in the rocks, it's kind of hard to be on the throttle. And then when you're winching, not on the throttle,
Yeah.
it makes it even harder on the
Yeah,
battery.
and we just switched to a new battery that wasn't working the best for us. I think if we would have realized we were having issues, we would have swapped to the other one, but it kind of melted on the way here.
Oh, no.
Last minute throwing stuff in the trailer, it kind of like bounced and
Burned a hole through the door, you know?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
yeah. So fortunately, it didn't keep burning, and we might not have been here.
Yeah.
But yeah, those lithium batteries are nice, but they don't have a deep cell to handle all the winching and things like that. So
That's a lot of load.
yep.
So how did you gain your knowledge working on the car by just being out in the garage and turning all the wrenches?
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you personally assembled and disassembled both of these entire vehicles?
Yeah, for the most part. I think I did most of the work by myself, I think, on this one, because he was doing other stuff. So this one was a lot easier for me because it's taking bolts off and
Yeah.
putting it back on. Getting the race car ready was a little bit harder because it was a lot of new stuff, and it was hard for both of us because we didn't really know what we were doing a ton of the time.
Well, the biggest problem is you take everything off and you think that I'm going to remember where that bolt goes.
No.
So next time we do this, we're going to do a lot more videos, a lot more pictures.
Bag and tag.
Yeah. Well, even bagging and tagging, we did that. We put them in boxes. We put them in things like that.
And then we
But-
lost the boxes.
Right.
Yeah, we
Or-
haven't disassembled for long enough.
Right. When it was, things, we put stuff on shelves, and then we're like, all right, we're going to know where that. No, we don't
No.
know.
I liked
Fortunately,
it.
we had some other cars to look at.
Yeah, I like the. I'll bag stuff and then tape it to the part.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like the bag of shock bolts will get taped to the shock.
Yep.
Or I put bolts back in the holes they came
Yep,
out of.
that works
Yeah,
too.
that's what I do at home.
I think the biggest thing for this one was we had to tear the car completely apart, and then we had to wait for the chassis to get painted, and then we got to the point where, well, I need new parts, and
Yeah.
so you have to sit and wait for the new parts, and that really took forever.
Yep. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Got projects that are years old, and we're like, where'd we put that?
Yep.
I
Yep.
disassembled this 3 years ago.
Well, or
exactly.
it's really bad when somebody else disassembled it, and then you got to put it back together.
Right.
3
Right.
years later.
Yep.
It's really fun.
And also, I think it would have been a lot easier if we didn't know we had to pack up and leave.
Yeah.
I think, we maybe had a month-ish?
Yeah, about a month to build a car from ground up and then get everything packed
enough
and
time.
put in
And
the
then
trailer.
in the middle of that, we went to PRI, so that kind of stopped
Yeah.
work there.
Everyone to PRI. We should have gone to PRI this
I
year.
told you
Everyone
you
went
were.
to PRI this
I
year.
told you to go to PRI.
It was good. I mean, off-road actually had a presence this year.
Yeah.
Canada Hammers had a booth
Yep.
with a whole bunch of cars there.
Yep. So it was good. I think they're trying to get more and more of the off-road stuff into
Yeah.
PRI.
Well, as
So-
off-road continues to grow and as they reach out to the grassroots community more, it's
There's some
gonna-
stuff in the works.
There's some big stuff in the
Oh,
works,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it's off-road. I think off-road racing is on the come up because it is. I mean, I think off-road really is the entry level to racing.
Yep.
Because you get like to put together a traction car or a drift car. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, how did you start? You started 170.
Started in off-road go-karts at 5.
Oh hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we did move up to the 170s, and that was the biggest mistake ever. Those things are
Oh, you think
horrible.
so?
Oh, it's
So what would you have rather done rather than 170?
anything. I don't care. I would, yeah.
Just go straight to the 1,000.
Yeah,
I think
I
we had
would've-
more
I mean-
170s than I have big cars right now. There was a ton at the house
Like
at that
the
point.
cars are just bad.
And it's the biggest class of cheaters
Yeah.
there is.
Oh.
Not the kids,
Well, yeah,
but
because
it's just a lot of cheating, and nobody wants little Johnny to be upset.
Yeah.
But I mean, there needs to be rules, and people don't like them, and we just it was horrible.
I think a lot of the 170 kids also are the kids of these 44 car racers. So they have deep pockets.
I mean, at the point when you're bringing in $50,000-$60,000 cars
For 170.
for 170s,
Yeah.
How do you
and
even spend that much money on a 170?
It's
I mean,
crazy.
you
Is there
grow
even-
out of it in a couple of years,
Is
which
there
is
even
crazy.
prize money in 170?
So-
Isn't it supposed to be like a non-comp?
No, there's prize money. I mean, and that was probably the other reason that I got annoyed with it is I was promoting it with series,
Yeah.
and so people didn't like me because I had rules.
So then, which
Um,
means they
and-
didn't like me because it was
Right.
my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was always the bad guy. I was always the one causing problems. And then it was just one of those things. People would bring these $50,000 cars and be like, they're stock. They're stock. Well, no, they're not stock. When you can lap the field 10 times, there's nothing stock about it.
No.
Completely built motors, custom chassis.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
I mean, it was crazy. One race, I had my car was a 180, and everyone else was still beating me, like laughing at
cheated.
me. Yeah.
And we went
At
we
that
went to
point,
the race
we were
director.
cheating.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
No, I went to the race director. I'm like, just so you know, we are cheating, and we didn't even podium.
We were-
He's like, what do you mean you cheated?
I
said,
think we
yeah.
were
You
top
want to admit it?
15,
Yeah.
maybe, or actually, I think,
I
it
think we
was
were top 10.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we're cheating, and we can barely crack the top 10. And these guys that have stock cars are beating us.
Yeah.
Something's not right. He's like, oh well, it's clutching. It's clutching. I'm like, no,
Clutching?
there's a lot of clutchy to
What
it.
is clutching?
Just how you
Like setting up the centrifugal clutches.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, there's a little to do that, but if we're all running stock cars, we should all be like pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah. But when I can go there with the cheater car and still get beat,
Yeah.
there's something wrong.
That's wild. I would have
Yeah.
never thought that 170 was that competitive. It's just like I would assume
Yeah.
it's just let the kids go out and have fun.
That's what I always thought.
No,
too.
and a lot of those kids have the $50,000 or $60,000 cars. They have more than one that are duplicates. So if anything goes wrong, they can
So they're
just
rolling
hop in
through
that.
tech in the stock car and
Yep.
then racing the identical
Yep.
not stock car.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, now even
Interesting.
like in the Champ
notes.
Series,
Yeah.
they dip the fuel tanks because there's a certain fuel you can run. So they make sure you can only run in certain fuel. It's crazy how much goes into it. And again, it comes down to people don't want to hold people responsible. So I was willing to say, all right, we'll tear apart motors, but they're like, oh, you can't tear apart my motor. It's not going to run right anymore.
Because
but
it's built by a professional in a
exactly,
machine shop.
exactly. And there's so many little things that you can do to cheat on those to get power. And I'm like, forget it. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Let's that's why we moved out of the little cars at 11. She raced her first endurance race at 11 because I was just done with the 170s. I was done with all the cheating, and it was just I was over it.
That kind of stinks to hear because we both have very, very young kids. I've got a 9-month-old. You have a 2.5-year-old. And we're like, we can't wait to put him in 170 for the fun racing. So where would you suggest? You said off-road karting.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're going out there to have fun, you can maybe have fun. But it's
No, I'm gonna
it-
start.
seems like
I'm
a
gonna
lot
start
of money.
building my $50,000 170
Seems
now.
like a lot of money
That way,
to
when
make
he's
it
old
fun.
enough, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
There's a lot of stress that goes into it. I mean, because there are a lot of moving parts, and you just got to decide on what you're doing. And there's more and more people coming out with these, $50,000 cars to show up and race, and it's just if you're not willing to spend that money, I probably would not.
But also
get
at the
into
same
it.
time, I wouldn't I wouldn't go ahead and just dismiss 170s and tell your kid they can't race.
Yeah.
I think they're still, as long as they're having fun and you can keep it cheaper, I think it's still kind of a good class, because I don't know how many places actually do off-road go-karts.
Yeah, there's not a lot. I mean, if you really want to do a lot of racing, the dirt track go-karts, those are, I know around us.
We've got a local dirt track right near us.
Yeah, they race every Friday.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, granted there's cheating in there, but they still have some ways to police it. But you're not spending $50,000 to let little Johnny drive around the cart.
That's wild. That's just to hang the car up, and like you said, 2 years you hang that car up.
Yeah, I mean, they can only race until they're 12.
Right.
So, you know, if you start them young, yeah, but you're not going to put them in that car at 5. So,
and if you don't want to answer this question, you don't have to. If the 170s go up to 50, like, what does a car like this, what does it take to build a car like this?
So we're very frugal. Some people will say that word, but I say cheap.
Economical.
Yeah, so I mean, we're racing older cars. So I mean, this is a 2019, that's a 2020. So you can.
That was last year, right?
Yeah. So you can buy them for a lot less, and so you can buy a used race car.
They're not very expensive right now.
Under $20,000.
Okay.
And have a competitive car, or if you want, you can go out and spend. I mean, there's some of the side-by-sides out here that are pushing closer to $200,000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, I would love that. Ain't gonna happen. So you know, you can get away with doing.
It could happen eventually. I think you guys have a cool future ahead of you. You guys keep doing what you're doing and putting it on the box for qualifying and hitting these 12-hour endurance races, and just put it on the box and do it. I think it could happen.
Yeah, I think there's a possibility. I just know it's not coming out of my pocket.
Oh yeah.
Because I ain't know that. But yeah, I mean, you can get away with these cars inexpensive and go out there and still be somewhat competitive.
I mean, look who won this year. It was a 2019 Can-Am.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So even it blew the Mavars out of the water.
Yep.
And the Mavars are good cars, but
yeah.
I mean, what was the first thing Kyle Chaney did? He rolled and blew a tire.
Yep.
And he got back on course, but that was.
We passed him somewhere. I don't know what ended up taking him out.
Yeah. I can't remember.
There was a lot of good drivers that were parked on the side.
The fact that Paul Wolf and Eric Miller were out in the first 5 miles.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone's like, "Did you hear about the wreck?" I'm like, "No, I never saw anything about a wreck."
I don't know how we missed it, because there's no way by the time we
we also started 30 minutes behind everybody, so there was a pretty good shot that they were already pulled off and
The recovery teams move pretty quick.
Yeah, they do.
Especially if you're that close to Hammertown.
We're camped with a bunch of the volunteers and the recovery guys, and they've been out here a long time and they know what they're doing.
Yep.
They're supposed to be off the track in 3 minutes.
Who's that?
They're like, that's their goal as a recovery team.
Recovered and off the track.
From the time it stops moving to the time it's off the track is 3 minutes.
Wild.
Yeah. They do a good job. The recovery team and the volunteers are pretty cool. We stayed with the volunteers 2 years ago, and it was a good time.
In the Estates?
Yep, in the Estates.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where we're at. We got we made the right connections and made the right friends. We got invited to the Estates, and we will be staying in the Estates again.
It's nice. I liked it up there. It was less dust, less chaos.
The only bad thing was all of the racers and everyone we knew were down here.
Yeah.
So.
And then if we needed to do something, we had to drive down here versus being able to just walk to the next pit or things like that.
Well, I will say, even though we are in here, we still have to drive to get everywhere.
Yeah.
Because they block off all of our entrances into Hammertown. So, like, especially since racing's been going on to pre-run, you've got to go out that gate and get in the big traffic of everybody, which is crazy.
So you guys were out here 2 years ago?
Yes.
Yep.
How has the desert changed in those 2 years? Like, have you noticed, like, is it visibly, like, better this year?
The whoops are definitely a lot bigger this year.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing
like the
that
chaos of, like, King of the Hammers.
It's a lot
way
bigger. Yeah.
Because even during Desert Week, which is normally a lot smaller, I don't know if you ever went out on a Boone Road or not, but there was 3 lanes of traffic on each side.
Yeah.
Wild.
And no one was letting anyone else over. It was just stopping traffic.
I mean, it took us 30 minutes to literally cross the street to get into camp, just because there was no way to do it.
That was this year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
We came in on last Saturday in the RV, and we were getting passed on both sides by side-by-sides and pre-runners, and I'm like, I'm so conflicted because this isn't mine, but this is fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then the law enforcement present was also a lot higher. We saw
Yeah.
half dozen people get pulled over just from the main gate to actual
Fun
Hammertown.
fact, since you guys are out from our neck of the woods, you cannot ride in a pickup truck bed in the state of California.
Exactly.
Learned that the hard way.
Yep.
Oh, you
and
knew
you
that
also
already?
have to have an OHV permit
Oh, yeah.
on your
Oh,
side by
yeah.
side.
And
You
if
guys
you're
learned that the hard way?
So yeah, that's the other reason
Even
why
on your
we're in
race
here.
car?
Yes.
Yes.
So in 24, when we were here, I was pulled over 3 times.
Oh, damn.
First time there was 3 of us in the side by side. We all had helmets, so we thought we were good. They're like, nope, you only can have 2 people because it's a 2-seater. So that was one. Then another time I was driving somewhere.
you gotta go
and-
get parts.
Yeah, we were from the estate, so we literally drove right here, and I forgot to grab my helmet.
Got
So they
over.
pulled me over. They're like, "Where's your permit?" I'm like, "What permit?" They're like, "Well, you have to have." I'm like, "I don't know."
It's a race car.
Yeah. So, and I forget what the third one is for. So I'm like, forget it. I'm not driving outside of here anymore.
And I think also the biggest issue with that was that year, the shock company had my car the whole entire time. So we only were down to, at that point, 1 car. So it kind of made it either somebody's got to walk or we're all walking.
Do you have your driver's license yet?
No, I have my temps.
What's that?
I have my temps.
Okay, so that's your driver's permit.
Yep. Yep.
Does that make it harder to get around here too? Do you have a driver's license and the tag? Or the
I don't
permit?
know. I haven't had any issues. I haven't.
You put a helmet on, they're like, oh.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, they made a rule in the Ultra 4 rules. They sent out a bulletin. You must be 16 to drive. So,
Yeah, with a valid driver's license.
so I guess we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But you know,
What am I talking about?
we just do what
So
we
you
don't
get
do.
on the box, like, all right, let's see your driver's license. Like,
Yeah, here you go.
I left
Levi,
I actually left it in camp, I think.
that's always been a rule. Levi Shirley, if you ask him, when he did it the first year, I think he said he was like 15. They made a fake ID on the plane just so he could race.
That feels extra illegal because it was on the plane.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah.
Also, what, like, how did they make a fake ID on the plane? Like, what did they print that with?
I have no
I-
clue.
Did they just write on a piece of paper, I am 16?
Yep. This is my driver's
This
license.
is my driver's license.
Yep. Yep.
You can trust me.
Yep.
Ugh. That's so funny.
Gotta do what you gotta do. So, you know.
I mean, I think it's different for if you have like people that will back you up. Oh, they've been racing for this long. They're really good. Like, they have experience. They're not going to be somebody who doesn't know what they're doing and causing traffic for somebody else, kind of thing.
Yep.
So going back to 2024, you guys did the rookie program, right?
Yes.
Would
Yep.
you say that made a huge difference for coming out here?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was big because we've never been out here. So at least we get to see some of it. Like, I've been watching King of Hammers since it's started, and it's always been one of those things we're going to come out here and do it. But you can't really understand it unless you're here.
Like,
Yeah.
they took us up. I think
Agreed.
also when we went, there was nothing. So I had no, like, you don't know where you are because there's no campers, there's no Hammertown, there's no nothing. But I think they took us up to Chocolate Thunder for the first trail. And
It's a hell of a first trail.
yeah, we never. If you had your own car, you were allowed to go up, but if you had one of their rentals, you weren't. So you could just watch. We walked up, and I was like, "Oh, that looked a lot smaller on the screen." I'm sitting there yelling at people, "Why didn't you go that way?" Now I know why you didn't go that way. There was a hole and a big rock there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that I assume the rocks out here was a huge curve.
Yes, for sure. Definitely for me because I don't do much practicing or four-wheeling outside of racing.
Oh, you guys don't wreck wheel at all? I guess
Not
I
for
mean,
the-
sometimes we do, but our schedule's always, it's broken or it's
Busy.
race week. And so, you know, we'll typically try doing a race a month. This year we'll probably do a little bit less. And hopefully get out and do more rec wheeling.
Yeah.
It's nice now that we have more vehicles. We actually can do that.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing about having at least 2 race cars is if one's broken,
You just
we
take the
actually
other
have
one.
a backup and we still can race.
It was
And
kind of
so-
funny in 24 before I came out here, and even this time before, we both times said, "Oh, we're gonna get you out on more rock trails, so you're prepared," and never did. So coming down, Aftershock wasn't too terrible, but coming down Spooners and going up Compaction Hill, that was new for me.
Yeah, we hit Spooner's rec wheel the other day, and we're like, they raced this?
Yeah,
This is
it's
wild. They raced this in like
At
30,
speed.
30 yeah, at
Yeah,
speed.
it's not one of the slow trails.
no.
Because the biggest tire you can run is 35.
33.
33. Yeah, 33. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we're running 32s. 32s. So, and we're running 32s. 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 32 an extra half inch of clearance I don't think is worth it. We've got plenty of 32s, so we'll eventually go up. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge when you have itty bitty tires with big rocks.
Was moving, so you're a full size guy.
Yeah.
Was moving to the side by side world different because you just your line choice goes completely out the window. Cause
It does.
completely different.
Yeah, I mean it's completely different. It's the wheelbase, and the biggest change was going from the right seat to the wrong seat.
Yeah.
That was a huge learning curve.
And also, there's a lot more preparation and getting everything ready for these than on his. Like, it hasn't his Jeep hasn't moved for a while, but
Hey,
it's
same.
it's literally held on with zip ties and duct tape at
Oh,
this
that's
point.
just how all Jeeps are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. So I mean, it's when I was racing the Cherokee, I would basically just show up and check the fluids, and we'd go.
That's
It's
a
a
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
These things.
There's a Cherokee out here today on an 8 1/4.
Yeah, it's still got
Yeah.
stock axles in
Yeah,
it.
stock axles.
Now I think that's not bad. So
I'm kind of with you on that.
if
Yeah.
you think about it, if you go back and look at the earlier days of the 4600 class, Cherokees were dominating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were dominating because they had 8.8s and they had like a 44 front,
Yeah.
Yep.
and they ran 35s.
Yep.
Once we start getting 60s and 14 bolts and just making them real
Heavier.
race cars, they started breaking.
Yeah.
And you started having more problems because all the unibodies aren't designed to handle it. The power's not there. Go back, mine's still on a full 8.8 with all chrome ollie shafts and
Yep.
a hybrid 44 that we built. And I
It's a perfect
think,
car.
yeah, I think it's a great combination. I'd do 60s in a 44 or 60s in a 14 bolt if I'm going to start running 40s on it.
Sure.
But for a race car, I think it's great
You get some
in
nice
this
strong
size.
axles, some nice Yukon gears in
Yep,
there.
we've got some Yukon gears in
some heavy.
the spool.
Yeah.
Yep, we're
Yeah,
running
heavy
513s.
trusses.
I mean,
Yep.
Eric told us the same thing. He's, tons are great, but they're way too heavy.
They are.
And for like a 35-inch tire,
You're just adding.
Yeah.
Unless you want to spend $20,000 for fabbed axles, you can
Yep.
you
Right.
can build the same strength axles from a junkyard.
Yep, yep. And again, the less weight is going to help you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
notes.
Notes, definitely notes.
Yep,
'Cause
yep.
I have a shitbox Cherokee.
Yep.
And we would love to turn into
All you need is roll cages and
46
35s.
Yeah.
I just sold a cage for Cherokee.
Did you really?
Yep, actually, it was to pay for
It was
the
a
wrapping.
trade for the wrap.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I've
so-
tried to convince him to fix his Jeep and at least come do hammers once,
There you
but
go.
he doesn't
Yeah.
like that
Hey,
idea.
46 doesn't race on the same day as 49, right?
No, the problem is my Cherokee was built more of a mix between 4600 and Jeep Speed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really fit the 4600
Yeah.
class. So it would take,
Shock package is a little different.
yeah, and cage, the shocks go through the floor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of series that it can race in. But it's just,
It'd be a good desert car probably.
yeah. Yep,
Do
desert
they,
car.
Do they still run the Jeep Speed stuff or no?
They do.
Yeah.
So you can still run. It might pass as a Jeep Speed, but I think now Jeep Speed wants more like blueprinted cages and things like
Yeah.
that I don't know. It's a fun local series car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Norris series, the 12-hour stuff. It would be awesome there. There's the Trek series by us, which is at the Badlands. It would be phenomenal there. It's just,
I mean, it's not. I was gonna say, do you guys plan on using it as like a step-up car? I don't think it. No offense, I don't think a Cherokee would be a step-up car.
no, it's
I don't
not.
want it
This is
anyway.
So much more of a capable car than a
Right,
Cherokee.
right. Yeah, it's amazing what these little things can do, and what they can't do at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was talking to Hubert earlier, and I'm like, really, this is the new everyman car.
Right.
And like if you want to be competitive, you can build a sportsman car and podium over the other guys,
Yeah.
and then finish top of your class.
Yep.
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 You can't do that in 46 anymore.
No.
And now UTVs are getting built to be in 44, which is kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
They're not
and-
UTVs,
and
though. They're just 44
Yeah.
cars.
They're 40. Yeah, they're 44 cars that have the right plastic.
Exactly.
Like
There's no
the
plastic.
fact that Cheney was selling that car for
80s.
$83,000 seemed wild. That seemed way too cheap.
Yeah.
For,
Do it.
for a spec.
Yeah,
spec
but that
44
goes to
car.
show you how beat to hell that car probably
No, he built.
is.
That was a new.
That was a
build.
brand new build.
Was
That
it
a brand
really?
new
Yeah.
build.
Yeah. And it had probably 120 in it, I think.
Yeah, it was. He was building as a spare car for King of the Hammers.
I assumed it was like his pre-runner or something.
Nope.
It was
Never used.
Never
Never
used.
used.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Out of the box.
Yeah.
brand new.
Out of the box.
Yep.
Brand new.
Yep. So there's a lot of stuff that It's crazy how expensive, but also how fast they deteriorate in price.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you can buy a decent one of these Turbo S's for under 20 grand.
But you have to rebuild the whole thing.
Not necessarily.
No.
There's some
Really?
that
Okay.
there's some that are on there right now, fully race prepped for 18. You know, so you can buy them inexpensively. And
So you said you got in a car at 11, a full size car at 11.
Yes.
Is that the earliest you would put her in a car? Would be like 11, 10 maybe?
it depends on who you are, I guess. There's some people out here that are younger than that in full size cars.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily. I don't know. I would definitely not put somebody by themselves. That was when we did the youth class. We made it a rule that you had to have an adult co-driver, just because of the fact that anything can happen. In short course, it's one thing. You can see them right in front of you. But when you're 13, 15, 20 miles away and something happens, it's hard enough for us adults to react, let alone a little kid to react.
You let your
when
little girl and her friend go out in the desert to go race, and
Right.
you just don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. So I guess it really depends on what your racing ability is, what your skills are. Everybody said I was crazy putting her in a car at 11, but we had some good race directors that knew what she could do, and some good friends that knew what she could do and pushed us to do it, and I think that was the best thing to do it.
So now that I have last time we talked, I didn't have a daughter. So how cool is it getting to race with your dad? Like, is that something you'd love to do? You want to replace him with a better wrong seat?
He's looking for a job, by the way.
No.
I like having my dad in there. We do get into arguments because, like my mom says, we're pretty much the same person.
Yeah.
So
that'll happen.
I do like having my dad. I wouldn't want somebody else in there. Yesterday was difficult because it kept getting us lost, but
Oh, yo!
Hey,
Yeah.
when the GPS don't work, you got what you got to do.
we got lost
Somebody's
a couple.
fault.
Yeah, and I guess it's so competitive. It's not like a rally style. It's so
Yeah.
competitive that you really can't just tag up with someone and try
Right.
and
And-
team up and go through the desert.
Yeah, and I wouldn't advise following people
Because
because
they're also going to get lost.
yeah, we did that once. They were lost too, so
Yep.
was
And I mean,
bad.
we did get some race notes about 3 a.m., so that was a help. That was better than no notes.
yeah.
So that was
So
good.
you woke up, you're like 3 a.m. So were you up at 3 a.m. getting the car ready and?
No, I just was up. So I looked at my phone and they're like, "Here, this is the best we can do," and they sent me some notes. So it was cool. Because if we didn't have the notes, we would have really been in trouble.
Yeah. We did hit some G outs. Some were bad, but not too bad. But without the notes, it probably would have been a very bad day.
So as her dad, how cool is it to get to race with your?
Oh, it's fun. I mean, just like with Aiden Gilbert and Casey Gilbert, this is their second time doing the big cars. Just the make it over is more than me even doing it myself, because she puts in a lot of time, a lot of effort. So we'll get there. It's going to be some time, but we'll make it happen, and it's going to be a fun, eventful day.
Yeah, when you get there, you get to be on the top of the box at the end of race day.
Exactly.
And you guys have been on the top of the box at the end of race day together.
Yep.
which is cool.
Yep.
At Crandon, actually, we got to be on the top of the box together,
Yep.
which was really cool because normally at Crandon, you're not allowed to have co-drivers. So, but I was in the youth class still, so we were allowed to, and he hopped in with me. So we got to get first together for the first time.
And that was an Ultra 4 race?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite place to race Ultra 4?
That's a good question. I've liked doing the Badlands races, and I've really liked Crandon as well.
Crandon's rough though.
Crandon is
Oh,
very
yeah.
rough.
So I mean, we'll go to Crandon, but we probably won't race it.
Okay.
Just because now that we're in adult classes, there's no reason to go and destroy a car. Just
Because you're
for-
bouncing off of each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
you're
also,
bouncing off the rocks. I mean,
I don't know how to check up in the rocks.
You put your foot down and you just go?
Yeah, that's my passing
Checkers or
place.
wreckers?
So that's
Yeah.
what happened this time. We had a big rainstorm the day before practicing, so they canceled everyone's practicing, but didn't tell anyone that they turned the rocks up from previous years. So that's how I went and destroyed. Didn't really destroy, but I pushed the bash plate up, which made it sound like a pterodactyl because it was the Driveshaft was clearancing itself, and everybody's like,
Yeah, self-clearancing. Yeah, we
yeah,
love
I couldn't hear him. He couldn't hear me. So finally, somebody flagged me over, and then we got it fixed for the main race.
fixed enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It really
Clears.
was. One bad bounce, and it would be back to the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a question in my head and I just forgot. It's been a long
week of
been a long
podcast.
I understand.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
guys are the same way.
Yeah.
You guys ready to get home?
Not ready. Yeah, ready to never see tools again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
your cars are together, but I'm sure. Do they get a full tear down?
Oh yeah, this one's gonna need a lot of work when we get home. So
Thankfully, we don't really have any, unless we have to do a race for nationals.
yeah, I mean we might get hit Badlands up, which I think is in April.
Yeah.
So we still have a little bit before we
Okay.
have to do a race.
When you guys make it out to Kentucky, we're looking forward to seeing you guys out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We will be out there at Leatherwood.
Nice.
And then do you have like a JK or like a fun street legal rec wheeler?
Nope. Well, I mean I've got a couple Cherokees, but they just sit there. They don't do
Do
anything.
they have tags on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
How many is a couple Cherokees? One Cherokee is too many. How many is a couple?
Well, I mean
You
at
gotta have
my
at least 2.
at my prime, I think I had like 7 in the yard.
Oh,
So yeah.
I mean,
So since you guys like the endurance stuff, the week after Ultra 4 Nationals is a 24-hour of Appalachia
Nice.
in Kentucky.
Nice.
It'll the start point will be 30 minutes from Leatherwood.
There we go.
Nice.
So they're trying to recruit Ultra 4 drivers to stick around after the race
That'd be cool.
and do the rally. So
Yep. Yep.
give Eric Miller a run for his money.
Yeah.
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 Somebody's got to take him down. He keeps winning these things.
Exactly.
The rest of us poor amateurs are just like 10 hours behind Eric every.
I mean
every
the
event.
Cherokee, the race Cherokee is street legal. I mean,
There you go. It's
it
all
can
right.
get tags. So,
Throw in the trailer.
oh, that's you guys.
Oh well, if you want to bring the, I will.
I will-
If you want
I
to bring
will
the
write-
race
yeah.
Cherokee, I will absolutely drive the race.
There we go.
Because then I don't have to wreck my JK again.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, if
Yep.
you want to bring it, I will.
Yeah.
I'll
Yep.
meet you in West Virginia. We'll drive down together.
There you go. Yep.
Oh, damn, get it, brother.
Yeah.
You guys do a lot of traveling around the country. Do you guys get to travel, like do vacations or anything, or is racing your
Is this-
life? Your entire life?
for the past couple years, racing's been it, but 2025 we got to do a couple more trips than normal, so it was kind of nice.
I mean, we still get to travel. I mean, we still have different vacations. We go down to Florida. We have a place down there,
Okay.
so we do a lot of Disney
Oh,
stuff
cool. I
like
got an
that.
annual pass this year.
Nice,
Yes,
sweet.
me
Yep,
too.
yep. So, things like that. But most of the time we're racing, and we'll do
Really,
different
When
vacations.
that's your family, that is your bonding.
Right,
So.
right.
You got to get Disney to hold an Ultra 4 race. That'd be sick.
Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
there is
Do the swamp.
Disney, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I like real Disney better than Disney Oklahoma.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, let's go. I think I'm going in May.
Okay.
I'll
There you
text
go.
you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm trying to convince my mom to fly down, and that can be my graduation gift.
Yeah, I was
Ah.
supposed to go. I was supposed to go for my birthday, but I just changed jobs. I don't have any leave left, so we'll probably be going. Well, honestly, be going in like September.
There you go.
Nice.
It'll be fun.
My wife is a Disney freak,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she's been. My baby is 9 months old. She's been to Jesus. She's been to Disney twice at 9 months.
Nice. There you go.
Because we have annual passes, and I honestly think my baby will be going to Disney another time before she's 1.
Yep.
My,
Yep.
my
It's
wife
good.
has a real problem.
It's good. I mean, she same way since she was a baby. We
thing
had
she
annual
listen.
passes every year except for when COVID happened. We were actually in Disney when they shut it down.
Nice.
And then we.
That was awesome, though.
Yeah.
So we were in Disney for the 30% capacity. You had to wear masks everywhere.
Oh no!
But
When
you
they
walked onto rides.
when they shut down for COVID, we
No,
got
we
rid of
were
our
there.
passes. We were literally there the day that they shut the
Yeah,
park down.
and then they told us that what COVID was, and we're like, that's probably because the kids licking the railings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so literally like they closed California first, and then we're like, what's this COVID stuff? Because I wasn't paying attention to what it was, and then we're like, oh, kids were licking railings, sneezing on each other, eating their popcorn. Like, yep, this place is going to shut down
That's
next.
just kids, though. Yeah.
Well, there was adults too that were.
happens
it was-
year-round.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
fair.
bad.
It's just Disney.
Yeah. So we canceled our passes for about 3 years, I guess, and,
And
then we finally
then-
got them again.
Last year was our first year. I went back with some friends in 24, and
Nice.
then we got our passes, in
I
25.
didn't know that, but you guys, we should do a Disney trip.
Yep.
That'd be fun as shit.
Yep. We're Disney junkies. We had a buddy. He came down and he's like, I can only go for 1 day. I'm like, well, do you want to go to one park or do you want to do everything? He's like, let's do everything.
Oof.
So we literally did
Hard pass.
all 3 parks except for Magic Kingdom. Got all the big stuff in, and that was when Star Wars Land just opened.
Yeah.
So we started, I think, at like 6 a.m., and we literally hit every ride. We finished at 11, and he got his Disney experience.
Well, and having this is welcome to the Disney podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having an annual pass really changes how you do the park too. Because we went, and we're like, what do you want to do for dinner tonight? I'm like, I don't know. Let's go to Animal Kingdom.
Right.
And you're like, we don't have to pay $130 to go in the park. You just walk in, you go to the Yak and Yeti,
Yep.
have a nice dinner, and then you leave.
Yep. But if you're going
Tom's
to,
best friend is
I'm even more spoiled. The best man for my wedding works for Disney.
Nice.
Lives in Orlando, works there. So it's like I go down for a day and we take the kids and we go and do one ride and go back to his house.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, it's fun.
But Avatar has the best food.
It does.
Definitely.
Avatar is good. Avatar, if you can fast pass onto Avatar, it's worth it. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting.
You see, I'm the person. They follow me around. I got my phone out and I sit and I look at all the times when to go.
So you guys run around the park.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We do.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
I thought it was a lot of walking this week.
I enjoy having the baby because I'm like, yeah, honey, you go run around. I'll hang out with Lucy and I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.
No, but
Hang out
our
with
Disney
Chewbacca.
trips are all a rush. We're not.
It's like you guys like adrenaline or something.
Yeah. We don't sit there and just do it easy. I mean, back when we could have fast passes,
It was
and
way
not
different.
we'd wake up that morning and figure out where we could get a fast pass. We'd get those.
Yeah.
Then we'd get to that park, and then we'd catch something else and go home.
Gotta
And
see if
then,
we can get some Mickey ears for the race car.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Hilarious.
Yep.
Glue 'em-
Try and get a cease and desist for it.
Yeah, something
I
like
was
that.
thinking get them to pay for it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. If that's
Yeah,
gonna
Disney's not paying for anything.
You don't think?
No.
happen. How do we get off of Disney now? I just want to keep talking about Disney.
I don't know.
I'm imagining sitting by a pool and
Watching racing.
Watching racing.
A pool would be great right now.
pool would be great right
That's
now.
That's what Hammertown
So you guys should come
needs.
to the 12-hour in Oklahoma because
Yeah.
they have the Lazy
Oklahoma.
River, 2
At-
swimming pools.
At the old Mid-America.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
now called the.
Off-road.
Just tell your wife it's
Something.
Disney.
It is.
It is
It's
Disney.
it's the Disney of off-road parks.
That's what I'm saying. Is like just tell her we're going to Disney this
not
weekend.
Disney, Oklahoma?
No,
it's right.
Jay.
It's about it's in Jay, Oklahoma.
Okay.
I think
forget
they're
what's
really
called.
close though, because
It's about an hour.
Yeah.
Difference.
Just tell Mackenzie we're going to Disney. Don't specify. Get in the car and just drive west
yeah.
instead of south.
There's a bar. There's a restaurant.
you
There's
can get a cabin.
Yep. you can
There's
get-
also-
just like Mickey and Squeak a little bit.
Yep.
There's also
There's a game room.
baby cows. I heard.
Yeah.
baby cow.
The Highland cows.
Oh, the
Yeah.
That
fluffy
might
ones?
actually get
Yeah.
Mackenzie to
That
go.
would actually get her to go. The fluffy cows. I think Kentucky will be cool though because there's actually cabins. And I think at
Leatherwood's a really cool property.
Leatherwood
Yeah.
has I don't know if they have a pool, but I know they have.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know they have some amenities that aren't
Facilities, yeah.
just
Nice.
Isn't
desert.
isn't that
Well,
where
and then
the
half hour down the road is the AOT property.
Yeah.
Nice.
isn't that where they're supposed to be a kind of a new headquarters for
Yeah, the
King of the
Ultra Four
Hammers?
King of the Hammers headquarters they're building down
That's
there.
that's the half hour down the road. That's the
Yeah.
Appalachian Overland Triangle, Backroads of Appalachia. That
Nice.
Yeah. And
that property.
that'll be a good testing ground, like a local
Yeah.
testing ground for you to go out and absolutely rip your car
Yep.
without having to pay for a private park to go wheel. You can go get some time in the rocks.
Yeah.
It'll be-
It'd be nice for the first East Coast King of Hammers. Hopefully that happens here soon.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
From
Fingers crossed.
from people we know and things we've heard. It's
It's close.
coming.
I think it's
close.
all but done at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
probably 2027 we'll probably see some news about
Yeah.
that.
Yep. So hopefully we hear about it in 26 for 2027.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
And
nice.
if we hear about it first, I'll text you.
There you go. That
The
works.
problem with it being on the East Coast is going to be convincing our wives to let us come to the West Coast for both of them.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if we can do,
I'd love to do both.
I was gonna say if we can do a week in Kentucky opposed to a week in California. I like my trees
I
and
would-
shade. I'll take the humidity. I'm good.
I mean, the only
October will be
problem
that
with that is timing. It would almost have to be like the conclusion of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to put us in rain and snow and muck and
I was
mud.
gonna say, late October
So-
in
Yeah, that's
Kentucky
gonna
can be a
screw
little
up
bit of
these West
anything.
Coast guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
It's gonna
is
screw up
real
everyone,
fun.
but
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
West Coast guys just
They don't know
what
what to do. No, they don't. So it'll be interesting, but it'll be exciting when that
Especially
happens.
the desert guys. I really hope that we can draw some of the West Coast competitors to the East because it's kind of wild, like going to these races and not seeing the guys that you know. I mean, obviously the local guys are cool to race with and compete
Yep.
against, and it makes it. I think it makes it a little more competitive because of that. But bringing all of this to us would be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It'd be a good thing. So I don't know if it's mandatory, they might show up.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, cool guys. I'm sure you guys are ready to get out of here, and then.
Yeah, we got to do a little bit of packing, tear some
Little
stuff
bit,
down.
yeah.
We cheaped out and bought the Amazon tent versus the rental. So
it's a great
it's
tent.
not bad.
it's worked out, but now
Still
I got to
here.
pack it up. Yep.
Mine is trying to blow away right now, but
Yeah.
You got timed down pretty good with tires and stuff.
Tires,
you
some
got
stakes.
all the spares pulled out of the trailer.
Yep.
Yep.
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes to hold it down.
Yeah, so I guess you guys are going to go to the awards tonight.
Yeah, I
Tear
guess that's at
everything down,
4.
Pack up the trailers, kind of hang out tomorrow.
Yep.
Watch some racing.
Yep, and then get back on the road for our 30-some-hour drive home. So we don't get to do that flying stuff.
Do you guys?
Yeah.
You guys watch? Do you guys just watch the 44 stuff, or do you enjoy walking over there for the 48 or the?
Yeah, I
EMC
mean,
stuff?
I love the EMC stuff. We just have been busy. There's a lot more stuff we brought this year.
Someone decided to schedule a podcast. Already.
Yeah, you'll have that. And
Idiots.
so
I think I enjoy 44 more than EMC though.
Well, those things are unbelievable. Like just walking contingency today.
Yeah.
Like, these things don't look like anything I've ever
They're spaceships.
even dreamed of.
Yeah, and I saw one today had rear steer, which was really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them do.
yeah.
Well, so lap 3 is out. Lap 3 was cut by a rear steer buggy on 43 stickies.
Yeah. Yep.
And from what I understand, these single seat cars are going to lose in lap 3
Because there's going to be
because
winching.
there will be pulling cable. There is no
Yep.
choice.
Yeah.
So it'll be really fun to see, and I think it's going to be. I think we're going to have a solid axle car on the box.
Yep, I think so.
tomorrow. And
It's going to be fun to watch.
I hope it's a UFO, not a UFO, a
Miller chassis.
Miller chassis or
Bomber.
A bomber.
I think
Yeah.
there's really only
'Cause
2
those are-
solids left.
Yep.
Yeah, because those are.
The Jimmy's cars are.
Jimmy's cars.
I don't know. Do they have a?
They have an
Jimmy's
IFS too, I think.
Yeah.
But like when I think of a 4400 car, it's a Miller chassis or a bomber.
Yep.
And I want to see one of those on top.
Yep.
Dave took the UTV winning last year real personally.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Like
Clearly.
there was only 27 of you that finished, so he's
Yeah.
like, you guys are gonna learn.
Yep. Yep. So that's good.
So what can you guys take away from your time here and apply to the rest of your season?
Definitely a lot more of the prep work because we had 0 time on the car.
You just drove it straight on the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when
We
got
finished
here,
it. We thought we only had a couple bolts put in, but that was like
that was
12 hours later. We loaded the car at 11 o'clock at night and waited for the snow to clear a little bit and then drove out. So.
And then definitely pre-running the desert and not necessarily pre-running rocks because it's gonna be what that is. But I heard somebody pre-run the not the bypasses, but the things that connect the rock trails.
Yeah.
Okay.
makes
So that way
sense.
you're not getting lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll actually bring a real pre-runner.
Yeah.
So we brought
4 cars next year or 5 cars next year.
No, we got that. Well,
we
we
borrow one?
brought the show car because she was in the 20th anniversary party.
Yeah.
So we brought that car. But that one will probably, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that.
Make
but
that
we'll
the pre-runner.
maybe make it a pre-runner, or they're cheap now, so we might get another one to make it into a pre-runner. So we'll see what happens.
Your dad's got a problem.
He
I do.
does. We
I-
really need to get rid of the XP before we can get anything
Yeah.
else.
So if you know anybody wanting an XP 1000, we got
$5.
one.
What is an XP 1000?
Just the non-turbo version of this.
I got $5.
Hey, that's a
Start
start.
bidding.
That's a
I'll
start.
trade you a Cherokee.
Maybe.
Ooh.
It's got long arms and lockers.
He didn't
There
say
you go.
no.
There you
Yeah.
go.
No, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
got long arms lockers. It doesn't run. It doesn't have brakes.
Nice.
What's
No
closer to
cage,
the race car?
All the glasses intact.
There you go.
What's closer to a legal race car? Your Cherokee or their old XP 1000?
That's a question for them.
It's a legal race car.
Yeah,
The
it
XP
Sounds like theirs.
is it's a race car. I mean, it's
It's
a
ready to
legit
go.
car. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk a deal.
There you go.
Because that would be fun. Where we keep entertaining. Like we'd love to get into it. We'd love to get into it. And being here and seeing everything. Like I said, this really is the new everyman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we can work out a payment plan on it. We'll figure out something.
Maybe a holographic wrap or something. You know?
There you go. That's a start. That's a
Yo.
I
start.
mean, I'll run a Dirt Princess rap if I have to.
Oh,
Hey, there we go.
I need to get another shirt because I 100% want to rep your stuff.
Well, we're gonna get some new stuff and we'll get that out. And
Sadly, we still have the same stuff that you have. We haven't got rid of most of it. So
we got the odd sizes, so
Yeah.
now we got to get some new
You
stuff.
got any double X's? Big boy
No,
needs a few.
I
Triple.
don't think so.
You got a threes?
We'll let you guys know when the next order
I
goes
can't
in.
figure out if my
Yeah.
dryer shrinking my shirts or if I'm growing.
You're growing.
Yeah, I got the
It's a
same
bad
problem.
combination.
You got the same problem. So
Yeah, the merch is definitely cool, and I as much as I can, I try and wear your stuff. I am a huge fan. I think you guys have a very bright future ahead of you, and I'm very excited to see what happens.
Thank
and
you.
I'm not Ian Johnson, so you know it's. No,
There you go.
I love Ian too. So.
you mean I'm not a he?
Yeah, dude, that was so funny. I'm like, Ian, the car is freaking purple and blue.
I mean,
Yep.
that doesn't
Yep.
mean anything these days.
Yeah.
And not Paxton.
Yeah, I did. Somebody sent me a
Paxton.
video. They were recording off their computer, and I hear them go, "Oh, look, that's Paxton Dumford. Where do you see a? Like, where did that come from?"
It happens.
It's a lot, yeah.
But you got pulled up on the stage.
Yeah.
I got my video of you. I saw you taking your video. Like it's as wild as I've met you guys a few times. I am extremely proud to call you a friend.
Yeah.
I think your guys' program is so cool. I follow you as much as I can, and I'm like I said, I'm very excited to see what's ahead of you.
Yep, lots of good stuff.
I think give it a few years, you guys are going to be in a factory car
Yeah,
because you guys have such a cool. You guys have spent so much time doing this. You have such a cool program. You do really well in these races.
Yep.
Keep it up. Just keep pushing.
Thank you.
And you guys are. I know last time we talked social media. You guys have made a good social media push too.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's how you make it in this industry.
Yep.
You need to show off your sponsors, show off your partners,
Yep.
and do that. And you guys are doing a really good job with that too. So
Yeah, definitely.
props for that. Are you running the social media?
Yeah. Well, I help. We kind of combination. Do a lot of it. Biggest thing right now is making videos for sponsors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a few of those to do at some
Yep.
point, but
Yeah.
it's that is very big. That is a cool piece of technology. I've been using the crap out of my Pocket 3. The DJI mics, we got the DJI mic minis.
Yep.
They improve the audio
Yeah.
tenfold.
Okay.
It just brings that little bit of extra professionalism.
Yes.
Yeah.
To really improve that and bring that good look for the sponsors.
No, that looks better than our iPhones and all that stuff, and it's
Yeah.
probably a little easier to do.
I'm still paying it off. It's on a firm. So.
Oh, nice. There you go. Might have to throw that in there with that XP1000.
Yeah,
There we go.
Hey, you know
It's a
what?
trade. You know, it's a fair trade.
This is fair trade.
Down
Buy another
payment.
one of
A
those.
Cherokee and a Pocket 3, it's sold.
There we go. There we go.
A few mics.
We'll go back to filming on iPhones for a while. If we
Yeah,
have to.
absolutely.
That's how we're
race
doing
car?
it now.
Yep.
It's kind of funny. I have like a cheapy ring light stand that I put my phone on to do half of my videos.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. It works.
I mean, a modern iPhone is as good of a camera as that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, absolutely.
And you
We
have
still
it with
break
you
as
all
many
the time.
screens with that, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can people find you online? And yeah,
Facebook is Dirt Princess 7. Instagram is Dirt Princess _7. And then I have a YouTube channel that's Dumford Racing.
Yep.
yep.
And then I think that's it.
What are you guys putting on YouTube?
We try to put our videos, but we slack on that
Yeah.
because
Fair.
it's kind
Fair
of
enough.
hard to get them on everything
Yeah.
and then get everything transferred over. But normally we'll do in-car race videos
Yeah.
from there, or different
And then I think-
tech videos and things like that.
Did the live streams from this race go there?
Not on our YouTube. They are on the Gearshift Garage. We got to work on the restream process to get it over, but we'll then be restreaming from Gearshift Garage's web or YouTube onto ours with the end
And then,
caps.
yeah. If you go onto my Facebook, or is it on Instagram?
What's that?
If you go on either one, there should be the links from these races from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So you can
see
go
the
back and
live
watch
stream.
it. We had the cameras going most of the day, except for when we were having battery issues. So then it went out.
That
It
Yeah.
happens.
It made, I think.
more important to keep the car running than the Starlink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We made it in the second lap before it died. So
No, I went back and looked. It died before we even got to the finish line for the first lap.
yeah,
Almost the second lap.
almost second lap.
We were pretty close,
Close
but
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, get the merch out. If we can help you put some merch to get you guys funded. That's one of our buddies, Kevin Jones.
Yep.
He did merch to help fund his race team to get everyone fed, to support everyone out here. I think if you guys need help pushing merch, I will absolutely help you guys
Definitely.
push merch.
Yeah.
Go follow them on social media. They have a cool program. Payton's going no pressure. Payton's going somewhere. She does a great job. Her dad does a great job supporting her.
Yep.
I mean, if you look at this pit, they're surrounded by family.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the way you make this work. And we're really all surrounded by family.
Exactly.
There's 100,000 people on this lake that'll reach out and help out.
Yep.
So,
For sure.
you guys know where to find us. Everywhere social at the Dirt Drive, DirtNerds Motors, DirtNerds Offroad on YouTube. And we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you guys listening, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.